Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome to MHF. We survived the Ahwa, people. Big up everybody that is here from This is Football, of course. We survived Hamza's monologues and all the tears and everyone that actually listen. That was a brilliant episode. If you came from Al-Ahwa, big up to you. Hit that like button, people. Subscribe to MHF. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Finally, I get to talk about the football. Finally, I get to talk about the football instead of listening to Hamza's monologues. Hamza's great, Saad is great, Ziad is great, Ahmad is absolutely fantastic, but I'm here to talk to you guys. Finally, about the football today. Guys, there is no hope. Khalas, there is no hope for this Premier League. Brighton was the hope. Khalas. They tried. They played good football. And then the Zerbi, this is what I keep telling people. And guys, listen, before we do anything, there's over 260 of you here. If you don't hit the like, MHF will never be a bigger channel. Will never get to different audience. The first thing you do when you walk into the stream is you like the video. The like video, if you don't know what the like button is, it looks like this, right? And if you're watching this on the replay as well, like the video first. Even if you like us, you dislike us. Why? You don't like us. If you don't like us and you want to like banter us more, right? You like the video so you get to see more of us. Or, by the way, if you want to dislike the video, go ahead so we know your feedback. Dislike the video if you don't like us. Dislike it. It is up to you. Like and subscribe, people, as you enter the stream. Listen, I don't know what to say about the Brighton game. But because we're here not only to talk about the Brighton game, we'll talk about the news.
We'll stop doing Brighton prop like forever.
Yeah, khalas. This is it. This is it for me. Even, listen, the game started and the commentators here was saying Brighton have an immaculate home form. They lost only one game at home. And then boom, 4-0. 4-0 what? Bro, 4-0. They completely destroyed it. My problem is it looked like, and this is what I say this Zerbi need to go to a different team. There are some plays in this game, they were absolutely amazing, right? Brighton. However, the ball goes to one of the guys, I don't know. Like, not players, plays. Some plays were very good. They come from the back. They get City to that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then header. And Pascal Gross is running next to Akanji with the space, with a 7 yards head start. Pascal Gross, right? That's what. Imagine if this is a better player. Like, they pass the ball and goes to Van Hickey. Try to control it. Van Hickey can't control it. And the casuals, by the way, everywhere, and I'm gonna call out the casuals that talk about the football and say the Zerbi lost 4-0. Well, here is the difference, people. You guys don't understand. I'm gonna blame the Zerbi today for a couple of things. Number one, he needed to adapt. He didn't adapt. But also, there is one more thing that I actually realized today. The Zerbi doesn't care. I think the way they want to do in this Brighton team is they want to actually play a certain brand of football, right? The Zerbi, they want to play a certain brand of football, and they actually don't care about that. It looked like today they didn't care, bro. They kept losing the ball around their 18, and they kept playing the same way, as they're not afraid for Man City to score goals, as it's okay. They don't care. And I think that comes from the board. When you're hired, and I'm not here to talk about Brighton for the whole show, but if you are hired at a Brighton and your board sell your best players every single summer or every single transfer window, I think you get the message. Like, it's not about winning. It's all about, it's a business. Well, let's run. For the people that say the Zerbi doesn't have this, the Zerbi doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. He might not have a plan B. He tried to adapt. He couldn't. However, I still believe this guy, if he gets better players, this particular brand
again, you're doing this? Come on.
يا أخي اصبر بس.
برضو? Again?
I'm being serious. I still saw it today.
What did you think at Inter?
Bro, Manchester City played the same exact thing. But the difference...
Can you answer straight for the question? What do you take him at Inter? بسيطة.
Yeah, 100%. والله. والله العظيم. والله العظيم.
Say Wallah, you would take him at Inter.
والله العظيم.
What?
وحياة صيامي اللي انا صمته. If he's offered at Inter, I will not be sad. And I will accept him. والله العظيم. عشان تعرف ان انا I'm not running agenda. So the people that don't understand, I just swore, okay, on my whole fast of Ramadan that if he's linked to Inter, I would not be upset. And I would say, let him give it a shot. Is he gonna win us trophies? I don't know. But I'm sure that with better players, والله العظيم. And I'm trying to explain it to you, but you guys don't want to hear it in the chat, right? Let me explain to you what happened today. If you watched the game, and Husam did a watch along, they passed the ball, right? They pass the ball around. The problem is it goes to Pascal Gross. And it goes to a left back. I never heard his name. No, he's not better than Inzaghi. Husam asked me a question. Guys, here's the difference. In the midfield, and I'm going to tell you the difference. There is one ball in this game that was played, and it exactly shows the difference between Pep Guardiola with Man City and De Zerbi, right? And De Zerbi. I'm going to give you the exact same play. The ball was played. Man City tried to, Brighton tried to press. Ederson, immaculate, inch perfect, long ball to Phil Foden. His first touch brought it down right underneath his foot. And then Man City tried again. Same exact play. Brighton passed the ball around. The ball is played long, right? Mr. Joao Pedro receives the ball, jumps in the air, can't put it down, takes about 5 touches. Akanji comes in, dispossesses him. Man City has the ball. Another play, right? Another play in the midfield. They passed the ball very well, Brighton. Man City pressed with like 7 players. Pam, 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 pam. And the ball goes to Veltman. Yeah, and the ball goes to Veltman on the right side. Do you know what Veltman does with space? Takes 5 touches to be able to push the ball forward. On the other hand, the ball went to Bernardo Silva. Man City were pressed. The ball went to Bernardo Silva. With 1 touch, burned the guy that was marking him and faced forward. That's the difference. The problem with De Zerbi is that he's an idiot. He plays a certain brand of football that doesn't work with Veltman and Joao Pedro and Danny Welbeck. It just doesn't work, Habibi, which is what I take against him. But the problem is, it looks like they don't care. The board doesn't care. The board are okay. As long as Baliba's value go up, as long as Stupinian value go up, as long as Adingra value go up, as long as people like Chelsea come in and offer millions, right? As long as this club comes in and offer 100 million, 80 million, 70 million, 30 million for a player that they paid 2 million, as long as the brand look okay, as long as the world sit down and clap to De Zerbi and say you have a big brand of play, like myself, and I'm culprit on this.
You're one of them. That's the funny
Yes. Yeah. The board will say, keep doing it. If you lose for, I don't want you to park the bus. Don't ever do this. I want you to play this expensive brand of football so my players will look fantastic and I will make money. And people don't understand. The whole point of this club, Brighton, as long as they're middle table, right, in the Premier League, is that buy a £2 million player, sell him for 30. Buy a £10 million player, sell him for 80. And as long as the brand look okay, and I promise you, if De Zerbi leaves, they're going to get a manager that does the same. That plays very good brand of football, good passing around, and it looks okay. That's why it's really unfair. It's really unfair to judge De Zerbi when he's trying to play the ball from the back, when Lewis Duncan, Van Hecke, and Veltman, and the ginger guy on the left is playing the ball. I don't know what's his name. The ginger left back, right? And Pascal Gross.
Can I just do one?
There is one point I want to add before Husam comes in.
About the ginger guy before I forget. Quick stray. You know what proves that me and you were right about Chelsea all along and just not the manager? Guess which left back Chelsea wanted in January?
I don't know. That ginger kid?
The
ginger kid? So basically, I want to add one point so people don't jump on Mo and say Mo says stuff. I haven't seen De Zerbi yet play in a club with pressure that you have to win, that you have to adapt. He isn't, bro. It's impossible for me to tell me that
the manager was that as well, to be honest. But the one club that he did manage that was like that is Dynamo Kiev.
right? My thing about that,
Maybe
guys.
not to apply pressure in terms of like around the world. However, in Ukraine, he would have been looked at like you have to win the league.
Yeah,
100%.
but my point about the Zerbi, wallahi, guys, you guys don't believe me. It is impossible that his players keep losing the ball and he keeps shouting and yelling from outside, do not play the long ball. That tells me that he doesn't care. All he cares about is one thing. This brand, عارف انت, this is Sparta. We have to play this. No matter if we lose, bro, they were getting thumped by Everton. They kept the same plan. Same one-on-one at the back. One-on-one. He's keeping Lewis Dunk. He doesn't care, bro. Today, no one in the league dares to play a high line. His line was at the halfway line. No one dares to do this.
Yeah, but you're doing Deserbi prop for a game that they lost 4-0, Mo.
I'm not doing him props. He's absolutely at fault today. No.
Habibi,
He's at fault.
Perspective.
Yes, I am. I am looking at him, but I'm not looking at the result. Go ahead.
I understand what you're saying in terms of style of play. And you have to live by your morals and not die by your morals.
That's wrong.
This is one of the reasons that we criticize Ten Hag. I have no problem saying that because Ten Hag came in, I will say this again, till the cows come home. He came into Manchester United, Brighton, Brentford, lost both games and directly changed to a defensive thing. So he did not stick by his principles, which cost him in the long term. However, this is an important caveat. That only works if Brighton have an idea of winning the league 4 years from now.
No, they don't care.
Thank you. Because they don't care, you would rather for Brighton get a manager who works more logically with these players. Now, when I say more logically, I'm not saying play defensive Sam Allardyce, yani. I'm saying more logically as in
adaptation.
5 yards a little bit behind, play with your, play to Veltman's
Don't
strength.
pass it when you're about to lose. Don't pass it at the back when you're about to lose it. Don't like
these type of things. I think like there needs to be minor adjustments. So here's the thing, this is Pep's thought process. Pep's thought process is I will get my style regardless from the start. And I will get rid of the players who aren't good enough to play my style and keep the players that are good enough to play my style.
Yeah, but that's what Deserbi can
do. And results and trophies will come after I've established style of play.
Yes, he does.
Now, Brighton, best case scenario, let's say 2 years from now, Brighton are at their pump with Deserbi and they're all used to the style of football and all that shit. Best case scenario is they finish, what, 5th, 4th?
Yeah, he's not. It doesn't matter. I think people think that I'm doing props for
from Deserbi perspective or Brighton perspective.
No. People think that I'm doing him props. What Deserbi has done today is foolish and idiotic. Okay. I would not want my coach to do this shit. Thump 4-0 to pass from the back and look okay on the pitch. Screwed, looking good. Bro, I supported Italy when I was 10 years old. I didn't choose Brazil. Screw this, bro. Defend and stay back and win 1-0 or get a point against City so we can clap. You're missing my point. I'm not doing him props. Screw this style of play shit, bro. I support Inter.
The style of play from Brighton's perspective versus from Deserbi's
perspective. From Brighton's perspective, all they want is this shit. Do you know why? They want someone to come in and poach a day, bro. But then you're telling me 2 years from now, his players is established in his style of play? Bro, 2 years from now, anybody that, this guy Baliba in the midfield? 1 year, he's not there. Do you know Adingra? 1 year, he's in Villarreal. It's some 30 million.
Being linked to move away, Adingra.
Yeah. Bro, you're telling me the Zerbi is establishing a style of play? Bro, establishing a style of play, my ass, he keeps switching his goalkeepers every one game. Do you know why, right? Do you know why? Have you ever seen a coach change his goalkeeper every game? Do you know he changed his goalkeeper 18 times in 35 games? 18 times. Do you know why?
Why?
So one of them gets sold. So both of them will look like they can play from the back. You're missing the whole point of this whole club, Brighton. You're missing the whole point of this whole club. Bro, tell me one sane coach in the history of the sport, right? That changed his goalkeeper both fit 18 times in one league. No one ever in the history done that. Ever. And both are not known. Do you know why? They want one of them to be sold and keep the other. They want one club to come for the 30 million, poach one, he plays from the back, and we get the other one. Again, Deserbi, run the same thing again. Why would he bench Adingra today against Man City? He's a counter-attacking player. He wanted someone else. Do you know, the guy used to have an established midfield and 1 week of rest. and then you'll find a youngster that you never heard of, start the next game. 1 year rest, 1 week rest. Why? No one cares in Brighton about winning. Bro, they are so calm that all they care about, as long as we're mid-table, right? We're okay. We're good to go. We're making money. You know that Brighton made the most revenue in the world of football. You know that, right? Sorry, not revenue. Profit, not revenue. It's not about because
Caicedo, McAllister.
it's not about revenue is different, because revenue now you still have to
You
deduct
know who
your
the next guy they
expenses.
will sell is? I actually think the next big transfer they will make is Joao Pedro.
Joao Pedro, you'll sell Joao Pedro, and
You know why
wait.
I think it's Joao Pedro? Because the transfer, the market in terms of like
Let me get some water. I'm
the
very
market in terms of
thirsty.
like strikers, it stinks. So Joao Pedro would have someone to buy him.
So people don't understand when Mo sits and gives props to De Zerbi, bro. This kid Ferguson, he's taking. Do you know why he's not playing him and he's not trying with him? They want to take
Right.
him off the firing line because his
Mm.
value is decreased. It's that the more the guy plays and it's not looking good for him, the more his value goes down. This is why De Zerbi needs to leave this club. He needs to go to a club with pressure so I can judge the guy. I haven't judged the guy yet. I watched him at Sassuolo, couple of games at Dynamo Kiev. You know what I mean? I haven't, like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you De Zerbi will work at Liverpool. It might not work. This guy
You
might
have
go.
said it, to be fair, 500 times already that he will work
Yeah,
at
I'm
Liverpool.
telling what I tell you is that his style of play will not fail with better players. It won't fail. Right? What I mean is that you will have a lot to build on. Right? By the way, a
Mm.
lot of people in Italy, they're okay with the Zerbi. They're okay with him because they know that he's going to develop the players. But with pressure, you need to win. So they think he's going to adapt. But about Pep Guardiola today, and we haven't spoken about this, guys, there's about 400
Yes.
of you here, and it's 1 a.m. in the UK. 420, and we aren't even on 100 likes. Wallah, you guys are frauds, right? Not even 100 likes, right? Manchester City, bro, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to analyze Manchester City. Should I be bitter or actually analyze them well, or talk about their good football or talk about their bad football? Like, I don't know how to analyze this Man City, to be honest. Because some of the plays
Tell
they
me.
do are very good. Some of the like the goal, the Kevin De Bruyne goal is brilliant, to be honest. The way Foden played the through ball, the cross from Kyle Walker, is fantastic. It's absolutely amazing, right?
Mhm.
But I don't know why that. I don't know that brand of that brand of football is a similar for me. Is to Brighton. The good plays are
Yeah, you have
highlights.
said that before, to be honest.
The good plays are highlights. Anything else is so boring. Why would I want to watch a defender standing on the ball for 10 seconds? What is football about this? Literally standing on the ball for 10 seconds. That's not good.
I'm with you. People here know in the chat. Listen, me
I'm gonna
and
get
Pep
some water,
Guardiola
please.
ball
1 second.
is just. Say that again. Sorry.
I'm gonna
Doctor?
get some water. Water.
Okay.
Just water.
Uh,
One
I,
second.
I
Just don't chill.
yeah. I'm in complete agreement with this whole situation Mo's talking about. Look, at the end of the day, today Brighton had chances, Brighton had opportunities, Brighton could have scored. But look, I don't think Manchester City have looked dominant all year long. If I'm being honest with you, I really don't. Like, I just think Manchester City, at the end of the day, for them now, though, if I'm being objective, right? Because I also have to be at the same time a little bit objective. If I'm being objective, at the end of the day, I have to be real and I have to say, look, right now, Manchester City should not care about performances. Right now, it's about the wins. Right now, it's about the 3 points. And if they keep getting the 3 points, they rightfully so, they should not care. Yeah, and I'm just being completely honest and objective with you guys. I'm actually being dead serious. I'm genuinely being dead serious. I'm not even bantering. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to do any of that stuff. I'm actually being dead honest, serious right now. I just look at this current situation and I just think, like, look, bro, Brighton, you went away to that stadium. Many big teams have faltered at Brighton, etc., and they ended up winning. So performances at this point of the season don't really matter. It's about how you just get over the line, because there's many important games. There's still so many important games as well. Like, they've got to go to Forest away. People might be laughing and talking about ha 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 Forest away, but at the end of the day, Manchester City are going to a team that's fighting relegation. So it's not a guaranteed 3 points. You have to fight. Every single game is a fight. Every single game is a dog fight. You have to go in there and you have to beat teams. And today, Brighton, talking purely style from a stylistic perspective, is exactly the type of club that Pep Guardiola's teams and the likes of Manchester City love to play against. That's just the ultimate reality. They love to play against these teams. Why? Because they play right into their hands. And it's not. This is not a shot at Manchester City. Manchester City. This has nothing to do with Manchester City. I'm simply talking from Brighton perspective. If you are De Zerbi, playing this style of play against Pep Guardiola is like honestly like a suicide mission. Essentially, it's like a suicidal mission. Why? Because you are just literally getting exactly what the doctor ordered played against you. That's just the ultimate reality. I just think, you know, this Brighton team played right into Manchester City's hands, and at the end of the day, Manchester City took advantage. I think the second goal shouldn't have stood because it wasn't a free kick, in my opinion. I think Brighton should have had a penalty. I think the third goal is what is the word? Contentious. The third goal is contentious because even then you could have said the slide through from Walker almost hit the goalkeeper after, so you could have said that's a foul. So I think the referee today, there's a reason why. Look, I'm being objective. We're here to be objective on MHF, and I was actually being objective on the terrace as well. In the 89th minute, the referee gave a foul on Manchester City, and the entirety of the Brighton Stadium, the Amex, stood up together and gave a round of applause for finally making a decision against Manchester City. The ref was absolutely dreadful. The ref did not give Brighton a chance. Did not give Brighton a chance in that game. He made every single decision against him. And by the way, wallahi, I had City fans in my chat. Wallahi, I had City fans. Shout out to Zeno. He watches all the way from Czech Republic and others who actually came on my stream and were like, I actually genuinely don't even know those decisions were not made, how those decisions were not given. That's the reality. And sometimes it's not just agendas. I'm just being completely objective. If I'm an Arsenal fan today, I'm fuming. Like, I want Arsenal to win the league now, and Arsenal fans are emotionally invested in today's game. So them watching that game, they should be fuming. I've been saying this about Manchester City from the start of the season. When they tell the likes of myself and Arsenal fans, oh, get over it. All teams have decisions go against them, blah, 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 blah. Bro, it's rubbish. Not all teams have decisions go against them, because City haven't had a decision go against them all year long in an important game, in a big game. And today, the referee did not even give Brighton a chance. And to be honest with you, City is boring to watch. Brighton is the reason why this game was entertaining anyway. Phil Foden, incredible goal, against Brighton. Fantastic goal. But where was he?
But where do we go from here? I wanna
Arsenal at home, Arsenal away.
I wanna ask people a question for real. Where do we go from here?
With
as Premier League fans? If Man City win this league title, where do we go? And I'm genuine. I want to have this conversation with y'all in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go from here? If Man City win the league title this season and Liverpool are getting a manager that is a very unknown manager, like Arne Slot or whatever you're gonna get, right? And this is not about Liverpool, by the way. Where do we go? As football fans who watch every Premier League games, where do we go? How do we start next season? What do we talk about in the summer? Because the last summer was Arsenal bottled it. Liverpool now have this new midfield under Jurgen Klopp. Midfield rebuild. Liverpool might get a DM and they might win the league, like Husam did. Whatever he was saying, we want to win the league. We're gonna win the league, right? There was Man City. Like we were talking about Man City after a triple, they were not the same, and Man City weren't the same. Until this moment, Man City keep stopping and changing their lineup. But if really Man City win the league this season, and we hear about Pep leaving or not leaving, by the way, I am genuinely convinced, listen, Mo, the one who always have a hope for other things, that Pep Guardiola is going to stay until 2027. It's going to be 10 years. He's going to try to win another Champions League and then leaves within the next 3 years. I'm really convinced that's the lot, because there is no... World Cup is in 2026, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Maybe after the World Cup, he might leave. He might join a national team. But I don't think he will leave now. Mm-hmm. If he stays until 2027, where do we go? What are we discussing? I want you guys in the chat to let me know. What are we discussing? What are we talking about?
Here's the thing, Mo. The point that you just made, and I love that it literally feeds into. I saw someone earlier on in the chat. I go like, um, you know, what would you do? Why would you want Arteta to match Klopp's Premier League titles? People are looking at this from the entirely wrong perspective. This is my biggest problem with this dumb conversation that people have. Guys, let's be honest. Jurgen Klopp has one league title. Surpassing his legacy is not difficult. Let's not sit up here and act like it's impossible to surpass. It's not Ferguson. You know, it's not like, oh my God, he's got 13 league titles in 30 years. I can never surpass him. Bro, I don't give a fuck about Arsenal fans. Respectfully, fuck the Arsenal fans. I don't care if they're annoying. I don't care if they're not annoying. I don't care about any of this. At the end of the day, Liverpool got 3 titles in a row. Arsenal got 3 titles in a row. And Man United got 3 titles in a row. City have that. Now, if City get 4 and they overtake us even in league titles in a row, that's a very bad look, Mo. That's a very bad look that you come and basically in a period of 15 years just outdo all the records. Centurion
Yeah,
season,
yeah, that's what
done.
I'm talking. People
One
don't
second.
understand me when I
Centurion
say,
season, done. Treble season, done. Back to back to back. And if they do back again, 4 ورا بعض, 4, then it's back to back to back to back league
like,
titles. This is why for me, I'm not going to sit up here and go like, oh my God, oh my God, you know, Arsenal fans are annoying. I don't care if Arsenal fans are annoying. I'd much rather Arsenal win the league over Manchester City. I would much rather Arsenal win the league over Manchester City because people need to stop looking at the fans. So what if Saad is going to be shameless for 3 months? So what if Dio is going to be shameless for 3 months? Who cares? That's much better. That's much better than having Manchester City as an institution have 4 titles in a row. We have to be honest here, chat. No one, more than likely, is going to see 4 league titles in a row in his lifetime. Because ever since English football existed, it hasn't happened. And if it happens this year, it's going to be the first time ever. So I'm not going to sit up here and go like, oh my God, Arsenal fans are annoying. I don't care if the Arsenal fans are annoying. Let them be annoying. Couldn't
يا
care
عمي,
less.
let them be annoying, يا عمي.
Yeah, let them be annoying. I don't care. Who
يا
gives a
عمي,
fuck?
let them be
Who-
annoying for real, bro. Who
Yeah,
cares?
who cares, bro?
That's why people don't understand. Like, guys, like if we sit here and we talk about Manchester City winning the league, bro, guys, this is way beyond your imagination, people. This is gonna be it's not good, to be honest with you guys. It's not a good look. I don't know what we're gonna be discussing. Are we gonna be discussing Man City winning a 5th league title? Guys, wallah al-azim, when I sit here and talk about this, guys, I'm a content creator. Inshallah, will be full-time content creator within, inshallah, days or months, right? Inshallah, right? But I don't want to sit in the whole summer and saying and asking who's gonna come second.
Huh.
Like, I don't want to have a conversation. I really don't want to have. I don't want to have the
If
conversation
City
with
winning
content
this season, I'm not even going to entertain the conversation. City winning next season. Khalas. Point.
bro. It's not, bro. For the people that keep having saying that, by the way,
Fabio,
they
Paqueta,
might not,
Bruno Guimaraes.
bro. They might not win it
What am I
next
doing here?
season, bro. Guys, we said City will not win it after a triple and a three-peat, right? You guys don't understand. If they win it this season, they might go and win a triple. Like, it's garbage. This is ridiculous. And by the way, I am never
Sorry,
blaming
Mo, I
Man
have to
City.
interrupt you to say something because this relates to it. Usually we do super chats at the end, but here's the thing, Starboy Saka. I'm gonna be honest with you. First of all, big up for the super chat. Big up everyone watching as well. 500 people, guys. Let's get the likes up. Yalla, 250, 300 likes. Here's the thing, Starboy Saka. Starboy Saka, for the people who don't know, was earlier on hating on me on my earlier on stream. Just let me just show you the depth of what people are thinking about now. Starboy Saka on my Liverpool stream, he was hating. He was sat there going like, haha, hold that, blah, blah. Liverpool lost. Are Arsenal boring now, etc. But now he listened to me and he's like, this guy actually has a point. And I actually, you can ask Mo this, I was one of the only guys from the start of the season. I said, if Liverpool aren't in the title race and we aren't in it, I'd rather Arsenal win it. The reason why I would rather Arsenal win it is exactly everything Mo just said. Guys, let's focus. Let's focus, yeah? Let's focus. They are going to have 4 in a row. Now add on top of that Paqueta, Savio, Bruno Guimaraes. How the hell are you beating that?
Jamal Musiala.
Possibly. How? How exists a world in which you can beat that to even a 5 beat now? Now, what's the difference between genuinely? What's the difference between you and Bundesliga? So you would rather turn into the Bundesliga instead of Arsenal win the league title, and you get a couple of dickhead Arsenal fans go like Arteta and Klopp have the same Premier Leagues. Okay, and I don't give a fuck. I don't want City to win 4 in a row. I don't. It's never happened in English football history. The 3 biggest clubs in England are Liverpool, Man United, and Arsenal. All 3 have back to back titles. City don't have that. City don't have the 4. If they have the 4, then they overtake us. And it's actually embarrassing if they do that for a 15-year period. In a 15-year period, basically overtake everything. And FYI, there's another thing. Mo has mentioned this before. People haven't taken note to it. That's why I had to interrupt Mo to remind people. This season, they will be on double-digit league titles. Think.
People don't
Who's on
understand
double
how.
digit in the entirety of the league? Liverpool, Arsenal, City, Chelsea, if they win this season.
No. Chelsea don't have league double
I mean,
digits.
sorry,
league
City,
title.
Arsenal, Liverpool, United. My bad.
Guys,
Yeah.
you don't understand this. Arsenal, like you guys don't understand this. A treble, a Champions League, double digits league title in a short time.
4 in a row.
4 in a row. They win a Champions League within the next 2 years, so they become on 2 Champions Leagues. They win another league title, so 11 league titles plus 2 Champions Leagues with a treble. Their head, like it's gonna be crazy. And I get it. City are the best. Pep Guardiola is the best. In terms of leagues, I've never seen a manager like in my lifetime. I didn't watch the 80s and I didn't watch the early 90s, people. I didn't. Right? I didn't. I don't go to Wikipedia and watch history channels and stuff, right? I have not seen a manager in my lifetime that is that good in the freaking league in terms of creating, and people don't understand this. Guys, the system work against 17 out of the 19 teams he play. And it works against 18 out of the 9. Huh?
Who's the 2 it doesn't work against?
No, it's more. This is more of like it depends who comes every year. You know what I mean?
Liverpool had more possession than City at Anfield. That's the funny part.
Yes, but against all the other teams, his system work. I know that a lot of people say, but we lose against Wolves and Crystal Palace. Yeah, it's outliers. You should understand. These are outliers. The only team that dominated City, the only 2 teams that dominated City this season are 2 teams, guys. Aston Villa at home. No. Aston Villa and Liverpool. Only 2 teams. You know that?
Didn't say. I think Chelsea dominated them at home.
No, they didn't. Okay, when I mean dominated, I mean dominated. I mean.
No, the 4-4 game. Forget the 1-1.
Yeah. But no. You don't understand my point. The only team that play a football that actually destroy City's system. Like City can't pass the ball around.
No, that's what Poch does because he also pressed City. By the way, even I think honestly, Mo, on a real,
bro, they scored 4 goals. City scored 4 goals.
Fans in the chat will tell you, away at Stamford Bridge, they were lucky to get a point. I think even City fans will tell you that. No shamelessness.
Yeah,
they really were.
But my point is, I'm saying when I say 18 or 17 or 19, I'm exaggerating. My point is, for 80% out of his games, right? Pep Guardiola, he's more likely to win. I think his win percentage in leagues is crazy. And a lot of you guys want to put it on, he has the best teams. He signs the best players. I promise you that's not the case. I promise you that's not
the case.
That's not the case. That's not
the only way you dominate to this level is monopolizing.
No, he doesn't. I'm telling you that's not the case. I'm telling you the case. I'm telling you this is my explanation, and we disagree. Me and you disagree with this. Pep Guardiola gets the player that is a 7 or an 8, makes him a 9 or a 10 right away. Why? He's kind of similar to the Zerbi, but the Zerbi doesn't have these players. His system
gets a 4, makes him a
6. A 3, makes him a 5, and we all rave. Lewis Dunk, bro. They were saying Lewis Dunk has to start for the England national team.
Did you see when he started? Lukaku dunked on Dunk. No pun intended.
Yes. And I'm gonna so the Zerbi, like, but anyway, forget the Zerbi. Pep Guardiola, what Pep Guardiola does, Allah al-Azim, he's a genius in hiding the flaws in his players. You rarely see a Calvin Phillips situation in his team. Never. Rarely see that. Mostly like a couple of months and the player it works out. And otherwise, what does he do? It's like he sells the player. He's not good. Go away. You're not good, right? He gets the player. He gets the players, and he makes the best out of them. His system hides flaws. All his center back, and by the way, it always show when he leaves. On it always show when his system falls apart. Like this season, for example, why some of his defenders look ass defending? They're exposed. Why we sit here and rave about Rodri going forward? He added a lot to his game. Rodri is a fantastic player, absolutely magnificent footballer. But how many times City fans complain that why is Rodri exposed in the middle? Why is Rodri isolated? And they can't believe why is Rodri different? And they kept saying that he added goals, he added assists because Pep Guardiola can't find the right player to actually to get Rodri not to chase. Like, did you see that other game when Rodri was chasing? I think somebody like the Real Madrid when it gets dribbled. Real Madrid. My point about that is that Pep Guardiola, there is no star in Manchester City, people. Under Pep Guardiola, there's only one star that happened under Pep because he's the ultimate star. It's Lionel Messi. Everyone else, you're second in command, Habibi. You aren't. No Kevin De Bruyne, no Foden, no Haaland.
You
nothing.
think KDB doesn't get exceptions?
No. What I mean is that you aren't. You're
Explain
part,
what you mean, because now even I'm confused.
You are part to cater into the Pep's world. That's what I mean. Lionel Messi.
The only one to basically not play the system is Messi. I get
The
it.
only one that the system is to cater to him is Lionel Messi. He made the system so Messi doesn't have to do anything but what he's good at. While all the other players, you will
Football
have
is
to
what
do
he's
the
good
work.
at.
Huh? Yeah.
Football
What
is
I'm
what he's good at. Everything,
like,
basically.
isn't gonna ask Messi to run and press and do this and that for 90 minutes like he asked Kevin De Bruyne or Foden. He isn't gonna ask Messi to chase like Julian Alvarez. He isn't gonna ask Messi to do that. He's gonna get everyone around. He's gonna turn forwards into wingers. He's gonna turn wingers into midfielders. He's gonna turn
There was an
midfielders into
interview where Pep done where he was explaining why Messi walking on the pitch is okay.
yeah.
He make but listen, if you have Messi, you will always make an exception, bro. That's Lionel
Exactly.
and Messi right there.
That's the point.
The
People
thing
don't
is, the
understand
system
this.
is the hero, which allows players basically to shine. Which I hear you, and it's a valid point. However, there are players who shine, there are players who sink, and there are players who really shine. So we cannot
Most of
just
his
go,
players shine.
but hear me out. We cannot just go
Well,
system وخلاص. I'll tell you why. Over
لا،
Pep
مش عايز اقول
Guardiola's
لك والله العظيم. If I
period.
say stuff you will hate me. If I say stuff that if I say what I actually والله العظيم, people in the chat, you guys will if I say what I
Say
actually
it then.
think.
Say it. What we're here to say.
No,
I'm
it's the majority of the City players are actually punching above their weight because of the system.
Okay, you have to unplug that one. No, don't just make a statement like
والله
this.
العظيم.
Unplug.
Because that's how genius Pep Guardiola is.
Mhm.
His coaching level and his systems and the way he moves players makes player look probably 1.5 times better than what he actually is. My main,
Give me examples like who?
I give you 2 examples in this team. Diaz, okay, and Nathan
Ruben?
Ake. Ruben Diaz and
Okay.
Nathan Ake. And Julian Alvarez in the beginning of the season. These are examples. My point is he will get a player that is a star, that is a very good player. And I'm not saying one of the actual, for me, one of the best examples in this, Pep Guardiola developed this player to make him absolutely fantastic to the level that he's absolutely great, is one player,
Who?
John Stones. John Stones, he developed him to the point that people are sitting here talking about John Stones as world-class player. I genuinely believe, that's my belief, that John Stones is world-class because of Pep Guardiola, not because of his ability when he was at Everton, not because of all of this. He made him world-class. He developed the guy to be that magnificent player, right? That we watch, right?
Mhm.
He made him invert. He taught him how to do this. He taught him how to do that. The thing about it, also, the system allows his players to express themselves. The way they have position, the way they move around on the pitch, allow them to express themselves. He's a genius in this. He made Ruben Diaz. Guys, Ruben Diaz at
Why
some
there are
point,
players that shine more then? Why?
because they have more talent. But so that, but ما خلي بالك at the end, at the end we have to admit that Kevin De Bruyne's talent is not as good. Sorry, is not the same level as Julian Alvarez in the 10. Kevin De Bruyne is a superior player.
But then
We have,
how come at the same time we criticize
but I'm gonna
the
get you one. I'm gonna get you
How do we criticize
what,
the likes of Grealish then in the same system? Why
because
doesn't he?
Jack Grealish even doesn't do anything that exceptional. And he couldn't even make Jack
He
Grealish a
wasn't like this
superstar.
at Aston Villa.
Yeah,
though.
but he wasn't even, bro. He made Jack Grealish, he made him worse, bro. In my eyes, Jack Grealish is a worse player than Aston Villa system player. Who's better, Jack Grealish of Aston Villa or Jack Grealish of Man City? Jack Grealish of Man
I'll be
City
honest with you, Jack Grealish of Aston Villa used to scare me.
Okay.
Like, that's different Jack Grealish.
Exactly.
He used
Jack
to
Grealish
actually
used to
dribble.
get the ball. Jack Grealish used to get the ball, and nobody would do this. Nobody would do this. I got this guy. No one will be standing in front of Jack Grealish at Aston Villa and tell other defenders, don't come, I got this guy. It happens a lot in this league. People get in front of Jack Grealish and tell other defenders, don't worry about it, I got this guy. Which, by the way, for wingers, if you as a defender do this in front of a winger, okay, you're insulting your winger. Because naturally in football, for you to be playing as a winger, you need to be talented, gifted talent. One of the examples, is that one time Nani or Paul Scholes, I can't remember, Paul Scholes, when Messi was in front
Speaking
of him,
of overrated, big up Paul Scholes.
Paul Scholes told his teammates in Man United, there's a very famous clip when he bluffed Scholes, made him turn, and everybody was laughing at Paul Scholes in the stadium, Lionel Messi on the side. Paul Scholes told people, I got this guy. You got who? You got my ass. How you got who, bro? You got who? But to be honest, my point, the other player that I'm gonna give you an example, guys. I think the best example in the history of the Premier League, and this is the name, and hear this out. Watch this. The best example for a player that his talent and his qualities are okay, but Pep Guardiola made people think he's a superstar, and people are talking about him, about player of the year, a lot of this, is Raheem Sterling. He
I
made
think
Raheem.
actually that's not a crazy take because
It's
Sterling
absolutely,
went
that's
next level just because it happens at the far post alone.
guys. He
Sterling was
really,
nominated for Player of the Season. Let's just get that in.
guys. Let's have it like Johnny Minerals or like that. Let's have it right. When
Let's have it right.
Yeah, let's have it right. If Raheem Sterling, right, is nominated for Player of the Season, we have to stop and ask ourselves and go back and ask ourselves one thing: can we really judge any player that play under this manager to the right measuring stick? Some we can, but can we really sit and really judge any player that play under this brilliant manager to the level that they actually are? Well, a lot of people answer this. I know I'm speaking a lot and I'm not letting Husam speak, but I'm going on a rant here.
No, I'm letting you express yourself. It's not even a rant.
No, but to be honest with you,
you think
we
people,
have
by the
to-
way, look at the reaction as soon as you said Sterling. Everyone's agreeing with you. Bro, we all remember the Sterling tap in at the far post that he had 15 times. Like, we remember that shit. And it proves it from the different
I want to finish the point before you
He was a
comment.
different player under Rodgers and at Chelsea. And even at the end with Manchester City. The only downfall of your argument is the players who go shit. Then what?
But no, there's not a lot of them though.
No, but how can you explain a Danilo? How can you explain?
Danilo wasn't shit at Man City. He was assistant of Jack Grealish. Oh, you don't. I think you're forgetting, bro. Danilo wasn't shit. Danilo was
shit.
no. Danilo at Man City was
Zinchenko.
Habibi Zinchenko didn't play as much, and
Gabriel
he played him in the midfield. And he played him midfield. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus didn't play bad. The fact that we think he played, he won the. Didn't he? But Mangala is really bad player
because the guy wins the league every year. Don't do that.
Exactly. But that's my point, Osam. My point is he hides players. And I'm gonna say this. By the way, for people that think Danilo was bad, Danilo wasn't bad at Man City, but he wasn't exceptional. Actually, I think Danilo as a football player is a 5 out of 10.
After 1 year more.
Yeah, but Habibi, you don't understand.
Danilo.
Danilo, what? Say that again.
If Pep sells you after 1 year, he's had enough. خلاص.
Yeah, Habibi. No, because Pep's first year, everybody was still trying to learn the system, trying to learn the way. Some of these players never played this way, never played that thing. By the way, Kevin De Bruyne in Wolfsburg was playing ping pong football, Bundesliga. Have you watched the Bundesliga before? You attack, I
Yeah.
attack. You attack, I attack. It works
Yeah.
like this. Right? And then Pep Guardiola comes in and say, okay, we want to play controlled football. We want to control the game. My point is, it doesn't, I get what you're saying, but more likely than not, Pep Guardiola gets the best out of some of the players. Like, I believe Lorizani is a fantastic player. Went to
Okay.
Manchester City, shined more. But he's a revolutionary player. He doesn't want to follow the system. He didn't want to be the Jack Grealish. You know what I mean? He didn't want to be the Jack Grealish. Right? So he sold him. My point is, Pep Guardiola, as long as he stays in the Premier League, I think a manager can win here and there. Okay? But at the end, we'll always see Pep
Klopp's
Guardiola.
one league title suddenly looks real good now.
And also you have to understand. You have to understand one thing. That year that you won the league, somehow Pep Guardiola shat his pants. His defenders were all injured. I remember that season. Fernandinho played center back for the majority of the season. He had no center backs. He had no squad. He had no team. You know, you were like 18 points ahead of them by January or something like that. It was like, what is Pep Guardiola doing? Why did he shit his bed like that? What happened to him? He had no players. If you remember that, he had nothing at that time. That's why you won the league, by the way. And you were immaculate. Like 17 games win, 1 loss, and 18 games win. Well, that doesn't happen often. You never. Like,
listen, when we have 103 points of 105, it cannot be just Pep's shit why we won the league. Yani.
Yeah, you can't. But for people to understand that this is football, I think as far as I lived, and I'm old enough, I think this is the worst period of football in my lifetime.
Why? Pep.
Everything.
Here we go.
It's
Go
not
ahead,
only
bro.
Pep. It's not only Pep. It's not only Pep. There's way less talent around the world. There's way less expressive talent around the world. More and more systems, more domination, more monopoly in football. Less talented coaches around the world. Less talented players around the world. And at the end, and I'm gonna say this, wallah. Wallahi, this is gonna sound crazy again. Another crazy take, right?
Here we go. Okay.
When Vinny Jr. is the face of La Liga, after years of the face of La Liga, Figo, Zidane, R9, Lionel Messi, Ronaldinho, Cristiano Ronaldo, Vinny Jr. is talented, but I think you guys didn't live back in the days when Real Madrid had Luis Figo, which is one of the players I admire the most. I wear the number 7, by the way, all my career, okay? All my football time, I wear the number 7 because of Luis Figo. When Luis Figo is a secondary player, when Beckham goes there and he's a secondary player, when Guti is just another player at Real Madrid because of the amount of talent they had, and R9 goes there, Michael Owen sits on the bench, and then comes Ronaldinho with Eto'o, and then comes Lionel Messi, comes Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, when the face of La Liga is Vinny Jr., and the way he's good in managing the football and everything, but he's not one bit close to when R9 was there, when he was 19 or 18 years old at Barcelona, even when Zidane joined them from Juventus, when Figo was at Barcelona, when he was sold to Real Madrid. Guys, the older people in the chat will know when Ronaldinho used to be the face of the
sport.
No, he used to be the face of La Liga at that time.
He was the face of the whole sport.
Yeah, but Cristiano used to be like the youngster in the Premier League. You know what I mean? There was these guys. There was the Del Pieros. There was the Tottis in Italy. You know these guys. There was the Adriano in Italy. When Vinny,
you remember those Pepsi advertisements that they used to make?
Yes. Yeah. When the Nelson used to be there, Roberto Carlos. Wallahi, you guys don't understand. Even like Neymar, if Neymar was the face of La Liga, Vinny Jr., as talented as he is, guys, this is the lowest part of the football as I know it as a 39 years old. When Erling Haaland is the face of the Premier League, this is something that we have to speak about. When there is nobody in Italy, when Harry Kane now is the poster boy in the Bundesliga, wallahi, we are in deep shit.
Bo's had enough. Bo's had
Wallahi,
enough.
we are in deep shit. When these are the talents that we have to choose Ballon d'Or, with all due respect to everyone, right? Mbappe is good and everything, right? Guys, I promise you, in 2002 and 2004, Thierry Henry was nominated for Europe and everything. Guys, Thierry Henry used to compete with R9, right? Zidane,
Shevchenko, Nedved, Zidane,
Lewis Figo, Nedved. This
Beckham,
is Rui Costa. Like this is the this is the group that used to compete
Deco,
with.
even at the time.
You know what I mean? When like this is when we talk about, and it's not only about that. Even and I'm sorry to say that when we had Nesta
This
Cannavaro
Brighton
back,
game has fully brought out the worst out of you. Like you fully had enough of football. Khalas, you've given up.
bro, this is the I'm done. Paolo Maldini, Franco Baresi, Fabio Cannavaro, Alessandro Nesta, and you guys don't understand. Like I don't like Puyol. Puyol was like he's like he was a fighter and
Now they tell
everything.
you Ruben Diaz, best centre back in the world.
And
Crazy.
when we talk about like even in the Premier League, there was Yap Stam, Frank de Boer at the back for the Netherlands. You know what I mean? Before that was Coleman. You know what I mean? Defensive midfielder. You know what I mean? What? Oh my God, bro! Was Frank Rijkaard. You guys don't understand. We are in the lowest period of
We are
football
in
as
deep
I
shit.
know it. As I know it, bro.
Harry Kane is the guy at the Bundesliga.
Rivaldo as well. Rivaldo as well. Wallahi, this is nuts, people. You guys don't understand. You guys, Maicon at Inter, right? There used to be Danny Alves. Guys, when Maicon used to be right back, yes, he got whatever you did with Gary Bale. Guys, Danny Alves for Brazil national team used to sit bench for Maicon when Maicon
That's
was
true,
at his
bro.
prime at Inter, right? People don't know that. And then Maicon fell off with because he didn't want to get sold to Real Madrid because Real Madrid wanted him and he wasn't sold and stuff like this. I don't know who do we blame for this shit, right? I don't know who we blame.
To be fair, you cannot blame Pep for everything you just mentioned. That's the reality.
But this is the lowest period of football as I know it. Can it get worse? I have no idea. I have no idea. Wallahi, for the people that think, you guys, I have to tell you, like Eden Hazard, as talented as he is, during that time, Eden Hazard was good and everything. There was a lot of talent. There was the Neymars, the Messis, the Cristiano
My
Ronaldo.
brother, you watch Erling Haaland, who's a League Two player who scores tap-ins. You watch Grealish, look at the fullback 500 times in a row and then pass the ball back. This is the
I know
club
I
that you
went on a rant
You
here,
look at
but
your centre backs pass 500 passes to each other, and you don't have a problem with watching Salah. I enjoy watching Salah. Carry on,
like
man.
I know I went on a rant here, but you guys don't understand. Guys, I swear to God, I used to be younger. I'm not gonna say young. I was like 19, 18, and even before that. Sorry, even before that, guys, I used to sit from 12 in the afternoon in Cairo in Egypt to 12 at midnight in front of a TV, 16-inch TV, watching football. 16-inch TV, right? Watching football because you're muted. You're muted because of
You're
the
talking about the fat one this big, the Hitachi type.
yeah. Back in the day, I'm talking like 2001 or 99, like 2002. Then when the first Premier League came to the picture, La Liga, by the way, and Italy, the Premier League is not, guys, because we had a big TV, but I wasn't more recall in 1970. No, but because my mom and dad had like the big TV, Mo 2024. I used to be younger. I love it. Yeah, I was born in 1984. Wallahi.
I'm crying.
1970.
Wallahi, I'm crying.
La ilaha illallah. Di Stefano. I used to watch Di Stefano.
والله I'm crying. أقسم بالله my man said in the middle of all being like
خلاص.
so passionate.
You ruined
and
it. You ruined it. Cool. You
Oh,
ruined it. خلاص. You ruined the
it's
run.
my fault. My fault, not Cool's fault. It's Cool's fault. I'm innocent.
It's
He just made
Cool's
the joke.
fault. It's your fault. خلاص.
You
Cool.
read it out loud.
You
You're the one
ruined it.
who-
خلاص.
You read it out loud, أخي, not me. Cool. Big up to you, Cool, man. Big up to you, في بالله والله. Oh my God. Oh, خلاص,
I'm
go
done.
ahead. Mo.
I'm done. I'm
Sorry.
done. I'm done.
طب
خلاص.
خلاص, let's read the super chats then. Oh. والله العظيم I am crying. أقسم بالله I'm crying actual tears of like laughter, bro. This guy. Out of nowhere, in the middle of Mo being like so passionate. My man just dropped it and bounced. Oh, where is he even? Is he even in the chat? Oh, big up to Starboy Sacco says facts Husam, and then he comes back and says, haha, Husam, it's just banter, mate. No hate. We should Mo, can you bring your arms down, please? Can you bring your arms down, please?
يا أخي,
Oh
I'm
my
sitting. What's the problem?
God.
خلاص. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Oh my days. We must beat Spurs. I think City will drop points. We should not let City win 4-0 because no one will beat that legacy again. Do you think this is the Arsenal fan, obviously? Do you think if they beat Spurs, خلاص, Arsenal won't drop points anymore?
Yeah, they would, but City won't drop points. خلاص. I'm now in the same
You're ready
train.
to apologize?
خلاص يا ابني, I'm ready. I'm apologize already. Okay, I apologize publicly to Husam here that
No,
City
we
will
have to
not
do this
drop points.
properly. Go ahead, يلا. Do it, يلا.
خلاص, I apologize to Husam. City will not drop points. خلاص, City won the
لا, لا,
Premier League. خلاص, ما I told you. I apologize to Husam
Oh,
publicly
wow.
that City will drop. What do you want me to do? يعني
I
خلاص.
like that in the
City,
middle of his
guys,
apologies.
City will not drop points. Clip this. خلاص. And what do you want me to do? Hopium, call it copium, hopium, whatever. خلاص, they won't win the league.
Am I still lagging or am I here?
You're good. You're good. Your camera just
Okay,
went off
because
balance.
I like that in the middle of your apology. That's what makes no sense.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway, big up to MM who says, let's be real. Pep has only faced one elite manager in their prime and got destroyed. Mourinho at Inter and Real. Pep even stepped away after. What do you think of this, Mo?
That's rubbish. Mourinho faced Pep once and won the league once. He got 100 points. He had to top Pep with that, and Mourinho had a fantastic team at that time. You guys don't understand. Why you're laughing now?
Carry on, يا أخي. Don't even speak to me. خلاص, carry on. Can you just
Believe it or not, I actually used to do dial-up. 777 777. You guys never had this internet.
No, I had dial-up as well.
Dial-up, all that.
Yeah. You
Dial-up.
remember when it's connected to the computer?
Yeah, that sound. You know, we
Go
used
on
to have like
Miniclip, play games.
guys. Well, like you don't like. I don't think the younger people understand. You guys know the speed. Like I have speed now of 400 megabyte per second, right? I used to have 128 kilobyte per second.
Yeah. That used
Like
to
this
be
is
funny.
internet for me.
I used to be quick.
Like they don't know the struggle. I used to be quick.
Yeah. I used to be quick.
I actually used to be
128. By the way, I actually used to play Club Penguin and Thingy on dial-up. I forgot the name of
I
the
have
other
no idea
game.
what penguins are. Club penguins.
Club Penguin, and there's another game as well on Miniclip. Everyone used to play it back in the day. Can someone remind me of its name, please? Cool, you have ruined the stream. I'll be honest with you, Cool. You have fully ruined the stream.
Yeah, you ruined the
I can't
stream
do it.
completely.
Fully.
خلاص, we aren't
I've
talking
never,
about football anymore.
I've never seen someone make
What?
a joke.
Hold on.
that
What do you
fully
guys want to know
stopped
about that? What do you guys want to know about the past? Then?
RuneScape. Yep.
What do you guys want to know about the past?
You know what's funny? Mo put his arm up like this and started sitting on the chair. He said, fuck this thing.
Fuck the stream, bro.
He
خلاص,
said, "Fuck this
I'm
thing."
done.
I'm gonna be laughing about this for days, chat. I swear to you, I'm gonna be laughing about this for days. How do you come up with that insult? That's very creative. I'll be honest. I like creative insults.
It's good.
Anyway, there's another. I still remember TT's goal at Bernabeu in semi-final
Oh, yeah.
2006. I was there with my dad. Whole stadium was shocked when he scored that solo goal. Didn't they clap him off as well? They gave him
Bro,
standing ovation.
they were bumping off his ass, bro. People were like trying to stop him, and they were like they were falling down, bro. That goal was ridiculous. It was hilarious. He beat them by himself. Thierry Henry was fantastic that time. So bring them up all so they get out of your system. Huh? Pele. I don't think that's funny.
Queen, you're an asshole.
I don't think that's funny. Hey, wonderful queen. I don't think that's funny, خالص.
خلاص, okay, no problem.
Anyway,
What, Mo? خلاص, I'm sorry for laughing.
no, I'm reading the comments to see if something is funny, but some of them aren't. You guys really
you're
lack.
saying they're not
Like
funny?
Kewell need to teach them
How to
like
make a
actually
good joke?
like good jokes. Some of them are so lame, it's unbelievable.
I think Henry is better than Neymar, personally.
Oh yeah, 100%. I believe Henry is better than Neymar. I would definitely take Henry on my team, not Neymar.
How about you? Anyway,
خلص. Anyway,
anything else? Okay,
nothing.
guys, big up. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to MHF if you're yet to do so. I think we're what, like 10 subscribers away from 3.5k?
I think maybe. Let me check.
We're 8 subscribers away from 3.5k. So let's get 3.5k.
Who hadn't
ASAP.
subscribed? Go to your burners, subscribe.
Yeah, let's get 3.5k.
And
so
also,
we can get
why are we not
400
like? How is it like? Almost we had 500 people. Like, we aren't even on 200 likes. How is that even possible?
We made you laugh. We reminded you of Pele. Come on, let's get to 250 likes at least. Hit the like button and subscribe to
Come
MHF.
on,
Subscribe to
yeah.
Football
Let's get to
Info.
250 likes. Why
They're
do you
both
want?
in there.
And also, guys, I want to tell you guys something. Everybody that is here, the 400 people. When you subscribe to the channel, you have to turn on the notification bell. You have to turn it like all notifications. Otherwise, the channel won't go to more view. Like all of these things that you do, it takes them to more viewers, right? More viewers. You have to do that, right? Not only like you subscribe, you really need to hit it so you can get like we can get more people tuning in, because YouTube looks at the channel and looks at the channel that has notification bell turned on, and it pushes it to more people.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Anyway, big up to Starboy Saka and MJ for the super chats. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. We're probably going to be back Saturday, so we're not going to be doing any content tomorrow, inshallah. So I won't be doing on my channel as well. Footy Judgment, you're doing, right? 6. Well, haga. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys Saturday, inshallah. Toodles.